annoyed, and then they like don't even deal with the issue because they're like, what issue? We know they've moved
They're
on.
like, oh, we fixed it, it's fine. And then like 2 hours later, they're all cuddly and kissy, and then like 2 hours later, I'm breaking up with you.
So for as third parties, it's energy sucking to the movement. You see them piling on one issue after another, sandbagging. There's this focus on who's true and who's saying something false. So like then you get into these arguments about what actually happened and all of that. Things go around in circles.
We're never there when the thing actually happens.
Sure, you can't witness it directly.
I'm not trying to be all up in that.
And then the power of self-bias, selective hearing. You didn't say that. I didn't hear you explain yourself. I didn't hear you say you're sorry.
You don't talk so.
Or selective memory.
Yeah.
I didn't say that. Oh, yes, you did. Did I say that? You know? And remember, our IQ is down in that moment. Plus, I've got like issues with attention and focus, so who knows what I said.
One thing that did seem to work though, one time, like one little thing, I had some gum with me and they were both really pissed. I'm giving you 5 minutes to calm down before we start this like mediation
Right.
thing. And I gave them both gum.
Okay.
I was like, chew on that.
Uh-huh.
She did, and she calmed down. He didn't.
So that's one solution.
He didn't until I made him put the gum in his mouth. I had to make him do it. Like,
actually, also having a cigarette.
Yeah.
Really helps.
Okay. Cigarette.
If they're a smoker, that is.
I mean,
breathe.
To be honest, most of the conflicts and most people in Occupy are smokers.
Uh-huh.
Or about cigarettes.
So letting
Or
some
lack
time
thereof.
pass, what does that do to the parties in the conflict if they give it a break?
If they get a break, then they're able to calm down and they're able to look at the situation from a different angle.
Yeah.
Because during that break time, they're not saying anything and they're not perpetuating the argument, and neither is the other person. So they're just calming and relaxing, and they're actually able to higher their IQ and get a better argument, or they might be able to understand what the other person is trying to say as well.
Okay.
Well, the main reason I had them take that 5-minute break before we even started was she didn't want to talk, and he was like, well, I don't want to talk to you then. And I was like, well, what's the point of you guys having a conversation if neither one of you wants to talk? Me and Tony can't have a conversation for you, so.
Exactly.
And then I was like, well, use this 5 minutes to think about what you want to say and articulate yourself, you know, so that you're not all like clustered when you need to speak. Because I'm like, we're doing this now because I'm not going to handle this later. Because if you're going to bring us into this every day, then we're going to bring you into this now. You have 5 minutes to get ready. Like, it's been going on for like a month and a half.
Yeah. And you're stuck. Spinning your wheels.
Like a month. Yeah.
In a rut. Okay.
Like.
So having them, calm down helps them get perspective. They're more thoughtful. Their IQ has a chance to recover, and maybe they just open up. Just physically, they'll feel different being able to say, "Yes, I can hear you."
You know what's another conflict resolution that I have a problem with, and it's happened within the movement itself because I've seen it. But he say, she say, you know.
Yeah.
Hearsay,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Usually once it gets to he said, she said, I leave it alone. Like, I can't do anything about this, so you guys need to fix it because I wasn't there for this. You're saying one thing, you're saying the opposite.
These all tie together.
I can't do anything about this.
And then they want you to agree that you heard them say it. You know, they want to put you into it, and it's like
I was on the other side of the street.
So how do we bridge these different perceptions even of what happened, different memories of what happened, different self-biased memories of what happened?
I usually have each party, like, I'll talk to each party individually, and then I'll bring them together and be like, okay, go step by step, like talk to me like I'm 5. Step by step, what happened? And make the other person be quiet while they say it. I'm like, okay, now you're going to talk. Step by step, bless you. You know, so we can see what parts of the story are similar because I talked to them both separately, so they're not like holding back from the other person, and then see how they handle it together when they're confronted with the other person. Like, see what parts of the story stay the same and what parts of the story change. So then the parts of the story that change, I usually ignore at first. I'm like, okay, this is what we agree on happened.
Right.
So let's move on from here. Now, as far as this goes, you say this didn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, how do you feel about that?
Okay.
And
So
like,
how does the other person feel that they didn't even see it?
or
They
like,
don't even remember it.
they're saying that this didn't happen, and you're saying it did, and that's the part that you're mad about. So, I'm like, I can't do anything without you guys' cooperation. And if nobody's willing to cooperate, then I can't do anything, so I'm gonna go.
Okay. So there you've highlighted like feelings, and I think that it's more important to help people get each other's perspective than it is to establish exactly what happened, every little fact. Because we're not in court. We don't have to be in court, thank goodness. Let's just get down to the matter of how are we going to take care of each other's feelings
With it,
and what was broken and where the hurt was. You know, like I walk couples through this and I love it. You know, just literally trade your shoes with each other. Now I want you to tell that scenario like you're the other person. Even though they're stupid and they didn't really get it right or whatever, I don't care about that. I want you to show that you can tell it from their perspective. And then they can more quickly get to this thoughtful place up there, less reactive, more able to see the other side, able to appreciate how, despite their best intentions, it came off horribly because of where the other person's mentality was. So I think it's more important to bridge perception or perspective than to establish the truth of exactly what happened.
within the movement, I've seen that people come from different backgrounds.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess one of the things.
Which background is right?
Exactly. Which background is right? You know, we have to learn how to understand their backgrounds, but at the same time, like you said, what background is it?
How do we bridge those backgrounds? How do we bridge the baggage, the gifts, the styles? Because that's what we got to work with. Yeah. Okay.